Welcome to Wakaati Entertainment.GIST. On the headlines, rappers Odumodublvck and Blaqbonez fire shots at each other on social media. Falz speaks on being frustrated with the Nigerian system. Over 100 people pricked with syringes in French music festival, and in sport, William Gallas says he sees Osimhen clashing with Mikel Arteta. And now the news in detail. Nigerian rapper Blaqbonez has revealed that some entities have plans to kill him as there have been threats to his life. Although he didn't mention any name, Blaqbonez mentioned this on X while responding to a fan who expressed worry after saying he won't spend 15 years in the music industry despite being just 29. Blaqbonez claimed in his post that his fans have nothing to worry about as he had already recorded 3 albums to keep his legacy alive in the event of his death. A fan with the handle LFC Praise had written, "I no understand, no bio abeg." In response, the rapper wrote, "Dem say dem go kill me, but I don't record enough for 3 more albums, no fear, because rap actually hard for some people." This allegation comes in the wake of the ongoing beef between Blaqbonez and fellow rapper Odumodublvck. Falz reports that the beef escalated on Sunday, with both rappers launching direct attacks. The report says it all started days ago after Blaq dissed Odumodublvck in his latest song with AQ, who's really rapping. The duo initially started throwing indirect shades at each other on X. The situation escalated after Odumodublvck replied to a tweet where Blaq had claimed that rap is difficult for some rappers. Odumodublvck countered Blaqbonez, saying that if rap was difficult for him, then Blaqbonez's last hit wouldn't be a collaboration with him. He claimed that he is everything Blaqbonez aims to be. He wrote, "If rap hard for me, your last hit no go dey with me. I'm everything you want to be and your spirit is weak." Responding, Blaq challenged Odumodublvck to go to the studio and reply to his diss track through bars and stop fighting on social media. He posted, "Enter studio and get TF out of my mentions. This no be Twitter warfare, and stop calling the whole industry crying about me. No be so Kendrick Lamar they do. Hip hop legacy." Odumodublvck responded saying his beef with Blaq is beyond the studio, stressing that it isn't a rap beef as they would meet on the street. He replied saying, "You want to make it about studio? Nah lie, we go meet again for street. You know the level. This is not a rap beef, nah me and you for this world." On a side note, Reekado has released the track list for his upcoming album. The album has a song called All Is Fair that features Odumodublvck and Blaqbonez on the same track. Fans have teased that Reekado may be called to halt the release of that particular track since both artists are currently at each other's neck. It's not also impossible that the online beef is in anticipation for that particular track. Actor, rapper and activist Falz the Bad Guy has expressed frustration with the country's lack of progress. In a recent interview with Hit TV, he spoke on the fact that in 2025, Nigeria is still struggling with basic infrastructure issues. The biggest thing, practically speaking, is the yield of electricity. It's still wild. In 2025, we're still dealing with up NEPA. He also pointed out that the country has poor drainage system. Any small rain like this, we have to be swimming around. It's shameful. While speaking about the entertainment industry, the dynamic was a bit different, with Falz describing the industry as mad, noting that many people are untreated and struggling with mental health issues. He emphasized that while everyone has some degree of madness, it varies in severity. Speaking about his love life, he recounted an embarrassing heartbreak where he had made a reservation at a fancy restaurant, complete with flowers, only for the girl to reject him after dinner. "I really so much like the girl. I thought we were on the same page, but apparently not."
Because giant of where the biggest thing, practically speaking, is the yield of electricity. It's still wild in 2025 that we are still dealing with up NEPA. Second of all, that any small rainfall like this, we have to be swimming around. It's shameful. It happens quite often in our industry. It's a mad industry, man. It's a mad industry. A lot of people that are walking around untreated. I feel like everybody to an extent is mad as well, you know, but there's madness and there's madness. I think people assume that I'm somebody that loves public speaking, like loves to talk in public, to talk to plenty of people, all this, to address people. I make a reservation for this girl because I so much like the girl. I really so much like her. I bought flowers. I make a reservation. I call it high-class restaurants. So after the night, I now asked her out. And she said no. I thought we were on the same page, but apparently not. Little did I know that there's somebody else in the picture.
French police have detained 12 suspects after 145 people reported being pricked with syringes during the country's annual street music festival. French police opened an investigation following reports that the Fête de la Musique was infiltrated by attackers. Millions of people took to the streets across France on Saturday evening for the Fête de la Musique, with authorities reporting unprecedented crowds in Paris. Before the party, posts on social media had called for women to be targeted during the festivities. The Interior Ministry said 145 victims across the country had reported being stabbed with needles. Paris police reported 13 cases in the capital. Officials did not say whether these were cases of so-called needle spiking with date rape drugs, which are used by attackers to render victims confused or unconscious and vulnerable to sexual assaults. In Paris, investigations were opened after 3 people, including a 15-year-old girl and an 18-year-old male, reported being stabbed in separate incidences across Paris, prosecutors said. All 3 people were reported to be feeling unwell. Across France, 12 suspects have been arrested. Among them were 4 people in the southern city of Angoulême, suspected to be having targeted around 50 victims, a police source said. Apart from those suspects, more than 370 people were detained during the festival on various charges, including nearly 90 people in Paris. Country music star Ronnie McDowell was hospitalized over the weekend after suffering a mini stroke during a live performance at the Summer Solstice Music Festival in Ole, Pennsylvania. The 75-year-old singer, best known for his songs like Older Women and The King Is Gone, began experiencing slurred speech during his set on Saturday. According to reports from Nashville, McDowell was pulled off the stage by his tour manager after performing about 3 or 4 songs. The artist admitted backstage that he wasn't feeling well and he feared he might be having a stroke. His manager acted quickly, taking him for an immediate medical evaluation. On Monday, McDowell's representative confirmed to Page 6 that the singer had indeed suffered a mini stroke, adding that he was doing much better and undergoing further tests before returning to Nashville. McDowell's son, Tyler Dean McDowell, updated his fans on Facebook, sharing that he had arrived Pennsylvania and was with his father, who was alert and awaiting MRI. Later that evening, Tyler provided another update, noting that the family was doing their best to make McDowell comfortable. Brought Dad some popcorners and a kombucha. Dad was really excited about all this, like a kid in a candy store. While thanking fans for their support, Tyler also requested privacy as the family focuses on McDowell's recovery. I know y'all are concerned. I promise, no one is more concerned than I am. Please understand, this is an incredibly stressful time, and right now my focus is on my dad. If there is anything that needs to be shared, I promise we will. He concluded by saying, if you can, pray. Former Arsenal and Chelsea defender William Gallas believes that the Gunners are justified in their decision not to pursue Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen despite his impressive form. Osimhen, who is 26, had a remarkable loan spell with Turkish Super League champions Galatasaray last season, scoring 37 goals and providing 8 assists across all competitions. However, Gallas argues that the Napoli forward may not be the best fit for Mikel Arteta's system. Victor Osimhen is a top-class striker, but I could see him clashing with Mikel Arteta, Gallas told Prince Casmo, saying Victor Gyökeres would be a better fit, but Arsenal needs to win the Premier League next season, so they should go all out for Alexander Isak. The 47-year-old added that Isak, who currently plays for Newcastle United, would be the ideal addition to Arsenal's squad. Isak is perfect for Arsenal. He would adapt instantly and give them the best chance of winning the title. They don't have that time to let a striker settle in, he said. And finally, in the world of sport, Barcelona's goalkeeper, Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, has publicly announced his new relationship just 3 months after revealing his split from his wife of nearly 8 years. The German international shared 2 photos, one showing his hand held by another person and the other with his hand resting on the knees of someone wearing a floral dress. He captioned the images with the word "Junts," which means together in Catalan. The second image featured a smiling woman sitting by the sea and looking at the sunset. According to Bild, Ter Stegen is rumored to have a new romantic partner named Ona Celeres, who seem to have confirmed their relationship by posting photos from their getaway in Athens and sharing Ter Stegen's story on social media. This comes 3 months after the 33-year-old announced his separation from his wife Daniela after nearly 8 years of marriage. Ter Stegen began dating Daniela in 2012 when he was still a player at Borussia Mönchengladbach. The couple had married in May 2017 in a small ceremony near Barcelona, followed by a church wedding in Tuscany. Together, Ter Stegen and Daniela have 2 children. They publicly announced their split through a joint statement on social media. After careful consideration, Danny and I have decided to go our separate ways, the joint statement read. The decision was not an easy one, as you can imagine, but we both believe it is the best step for us. Our joint focus is on doing what is best for our children, ensuring they continue to have a loving and stable environment. We remain committed to working together as parents and treating each other with respect and appreciation as we always have. During this personal time, we kindly ask for your understanding and for respecting our privacy, especially that of our children. And that's it on Wakaati Entertainment Gist. See you next time.